Welcome back, students. We'll be continuing the sums of to find the formula of the compound by Voigt concept. Okay, is a continuation of previous class. So let us see. We did last time two sums. Now we are doing some more sums of the same kind. In an oxide of aluminium, oxide ions are arranged in CCP arrangement. Now you can see again here who is arranged in CCP oxide ion. So how to start? Since oxide ions are arranged in CCP. Okay, are arranged in CCP means cubic close packing. Okay, are arranged in CCP packing. Therefore, number of oxide ions, let number of oxide ions be then what, how much? X. As I said in my earlier class, whoever forms lattice CCP, HCP or BCC, we take its number as X. So here oxide ion is present in the CCP arrangement, so we take its number as X. Now aluminum ions occupy 2/3 of the octahedral void. So now what the question is saying out here is number of aluminum ion. Now what we are going to find out here is number of aluminum ions. Okay, number of aluminum ions we are going to find now. So you can see here aluminum ions occupy how much? 2/3. Aluminum ion occupies how much? 2/3. 2/3. I have written here 2/3 of which void? Octahedral void. 2/3 of octahedral void. I repeat again, oxide ions are arranged in CCP arrangement, question is saying, so we take its number as X. And the number of aluminum ion and the number of aluminium ion, you can see from here it is occupying 2/3 of the octahedral void, so I wrote here 2/3, 2/3 I wrote here, 2/3 means 2/3, of means into octahedral void. And if you remember what I said in my last class, okay, if the number of spherical particle is n, octahedral void will be n and tetrahedral void will be 2n. If the number of spherical particle is x, octahedral void will be n and tetra will be 2n. But here we are taking it as x, so octahedral will be x and tetrahedral will be 2x. So right now 2/3 into, if this was n, this would have been n 2n for octa n and for tetra 2n. But since we have taken this as x, okay, since we are taking it as x, so octahedral void will be how much? X. What if it was mentioned a tetrahedral void? Then it would have been 2x, students. Okay. Now when you do so, you get 2x/3. So therefore, the ratio between aluminum is to oxide ion. Aluminum is to oxide ion. Aluminum is how much we are getting? 2x/3, students. Aluminum number. And number of oxide ion we are getting out here is x, you can see here. So again this x and x will get cancelled, the ratio will come 2:3. How? This 3 will go this side. So therefore the formula will be what? Formula will be, how many aluminum you can see? In this formula aluminum number is how much? 2 and oxide ion is how much? 3. So the formula of the compound will be Al2O3. So students, if you want, you can take the screenshot of this, okay, which will help you to understand. So you all are understanding. Now we go to the next question, that is number 4. Okay, if you see two elements P and Q are present in a solid where atom Q are in HCP arrangement. So who is in HCP arrangement? Atom Q. So how to start? Since Q are in HCP arrangement, question is saying Q are in HCP arrangement, so let the number of Q is equals to X, because here Q is present in HCP arrangement means Q is forming lattice. Q is forming lattice, and whichever form lattice we take its number as what? X. So here Q we take it as what, students? X. Now P occupy all the tetrahedral sites, so therefore number of P is equals to, is it written 2/3, is it written 1/3, or all the tetrahedral side? All means 1 into all the tetrahedral side means students 1. If it is 2/3, we write 2/3 here, 1/3 we write 1/3, but it is saying also we simply write 1. All tetrahedral side, all octahedral side means 1. So P occupies all the which side? Tetrahedral side means it occupies all the tetrahedral void. So 1 into. Now students, if you take the number of spherical particles as x, octahedral void will be x and tetra will be 2x. So since here is written tetrahedral void, so I go with 2x. So if you multiply, you get this much. So therefore, what is the ratio of P is to Q then? P you got 2x. You can see from here P you got how much? 2x is to Q. How much you got from here is x. X and x cancel. So the ratio come 2:1. So therefore your formula will be P2Q. How many P you see here? 2. So I wrote here Q1, 1 no need to write. So the formula of the compound becomes P2Q. So students, do remember such sum may even come in multiple choice. This may be the question and it comes in competitive exams also, okay? So this may be the question and you will be getting 4 options. So you have to do this much rough work to know what will be the formula of the compound, and whichever option tallies with this particular answer, you take it in that, okay? So it is important even for competitive exam. So students, for number 5 I don't have a space as you see here. So take the screenshot of 3 and 4, then I will start number 5, okay? So I request you all to take the screenshot of 3 and 4. So if it is done, then I will go with number 5 students now. So in number 5 students, question is saying you that in a closed packed structure of mixed oxide, the oxide ions are arranged in HCP array. So our oxide ions are arranged in HCP array. That means who is forming lattice again? Oxide ions. So how to start the answer for this question? Since oxide ions are in HCP array. Array means arrangement only, okay? And since oxide ion is forming lattice here, so we consider its number. Let the number of oxide ion is equals to how much we will suppose x. Whoever forms lattice, we always take x. Now let us read further. 1/8 of the tetrahedral void is occupied by the divalent cation A. So who is occupying 1/8 of tetrahedral void? Divalent cation A. So number of cation A is equals to, see here, number of divalent cation A. A is occupying what? 1/8 of tetrahedral void, and tetrahedral means 2n, but here instead of 2n we write 2x, because as I said you again earlier, on T2n means octahedral is n, tetra will be 2n if the number of spherical particle is n. But here in the sum we take the number of spherical particle as x, so octahedral void will be also x and tetra will be 2x. So since oxide ion is forming lattice, so we take it as x, and A is present where? 1/8 of which void? Tetrahedral void. So it is present in 1/8 of tetrahedral void. 1/8 into, now tetrahedral void from here how much we take? If you take this as x, tetrahedral will be 2x. So if you solve, it will be x upon 4 students. Now let us see the number of another cation B. Okay, cation B, another cation B. You can see here, while 1/2 means half. 1/2 means half. 1/2 means half of which void? Octahedral void. Of which void, students? Octahedral void are occupied by trivalent cation B. So what is the number of cation of B? Because B is occupying 1/2 of the octahedral void, who is occupying B. So now here half is half into octahedral void, if you take this as x, octahedral will be what? X. Whereas tetra will be 2x, octa will be x, tetra will be 2x. So octa is x, so it will become x upon 2 students. Now you can see here the word is written mixed oxide, okay? If there was only one cation with oxide, that is called simple oxide, metal oxide. But if there are two cation, then that is called mixed oxide. With one cation, if oxygen combines, that is called simple oxide. When two cation combines with oxygen, that is called mixed oxide student. And it is a very unique sum among those 5 sums whatever I am done with you so far, okay? It is a very unique sum because you have to find two things out here. So since this is not required students, I am drawing it out here now. Okay, so I came to know oxide is forming a lattice, so its number I have taken it as x. And A, the question is saying present in 1/8 of the tetrahedral void. So 1/8 is 1/8, tetrahedral x means 2x. And B is where? Half. 1/2 octahedral void occupied trivalent cation. So B is present in half of 1/2 of what? Tetrahedral void. Tetrahedral void we take it as x, as I showed you earlier. Now, therefore, what will be the ratio of A is to B is to O? O means oxide. A is cation A, B is cation B, and O is what? Oxide. So now A is x upon 4, B is x upon 2, and our this is x. Oxygen is x. So if you solve this, you can cancel this x. And as you cancel this x, what you will get here is 1 upon 4 is to half is to 1. Now take the LCM. So if you take the LCM, it's 4. So you multiply every one with 4 to convert to whole number. Right now it is in fraction. Right now, student, it is in fraction. I repeat again, right now it is in fraction. Okay? To convert into whole number, I am going to multiply all of them with the highest number of the denominator. And you see the highest number in the denominator is 4, so I am multiplying all of them with 4 in order to convert to whole number. So this I will get cancelled, so we get 1. This and this will get 2 ones are 2, and these 4 ones are 4. So I got the whole number atoms. So now the number of cation A is 1, B is 2, and oxide is 4. So therefore, what will be the formula of the compound then? Formula of the compound will be A1, A is 1, you can see. B, how many you see? 2. O, how many you can see is 4. So A1, B2, O4 is the formula. So in this 5 sum, the last one is little bit difficult one, but I hope so you all understood. So if you didn't understood, you can repeat this video again to see this solving part again. Okay, so you can take the screenshot of this, students. So, and I like to say before you take the screenshot that by this we come to the end of formula of the compounds. Okay, thank you very much. You can take the screenshot of this.